Welcome to the Brittany Hughes Show. Happy Thursday, everybody. So Pride Parade attendees were heard this past week openly chanting, "We're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children." NBC had to help them backtrack a little bit. No. That's not actually what this means. Here was their excuse. Quote, "The coming for your children chant has been used for years at Pride events, according to longtime march attendees and gay rights activists who said it's one of the many provocative expressions used to regain control of slurs against LGBTQ people. Because again, they are always the victims, right? And in this case, they said right-wing activists are jumping on a single video to weaponize an out-of-context remark to further stigmatize the queer community. So this is the argument, right? This is another example of conservatives pounce. Something vile happens. The left gets caught admitting to the debauchery that we all know they openly worship. They're on tape doing something or saying something that everybody knows they've been doing and saying, but they've been denying it tooth and nail, right? So then a credible accusation that the right has made against the alphabet mafia and the left has spent years calling a conspiracy theory is outright verbalized and admitted to by these nut jobs. So everything the left has accused conservatives of lying about ends up actually being proven true. We've seen it time and time again. Makes it really easy to be a conspiracy theorist these days when you happen to always end up being right. And so the left has to shift the goalpost. The media has to rush out in defense, which is exactly what NBC is doing. This is the knee-jerk response that we see time and time again. They go from denying that the thing happened to acknowledging that it is in fact happening. And then they try to gaslight us into all believing that we didn't just hear the very thing that we know that we heard. Oh, they didn't mean that. Oh, they've been saying it for years. Everybody just somehow missed it. You must not have been paying attention. This is perfectly normal. This has been acceptable for a long time. Did you not already know this? And of course, the next inevitable step that always happens after this one, right, is that the left will start not only admitting that the alphabet mafia is in fact coming for your children, but they'll start justifying it by saying that it's actually a good thing that they're coming for your children because you can't be trusted with your own children. They can do it better than you. They have more rights than you do to your own kid. This is actually a net positive for society that they're coming for your children. This is how the cycle always works. First, we get told it will never, ever happen. That thing you're scared of, that thing you think is going on, that would never, ever happen. And then we get told it's not happening. Not only would it never happen, it's not happening now. We're not doing that. And then we get told, yeah, well, it's happening, but actually it's a good thing that it's happening. And then last but not least, we get told that not only is this happening, not only is it a good thing, but you're going to affirm and support it, or we're going to take your kids and we're going to charge you with a hate crime and we're going to boot you off of social media and we're going to send a lynch mob after you and ruin your life. See how that cycle works? This is why nobody trusts the media. Because the media spends so much time lying and gaslighting about what's actually going on. The media's job is not to tell you what to think. The media's job is not to skew one way or the other. The media's job is not to lean conservative any more than it is to lean liberal. The media's job is to simply tell the truth and let people make up their own minds. But that's not what the media does. That's not what NBC did earlier this week. By spinning something and making it sound like it's not actually what you think it is. That's not actually happening. We're going to cover it up for as long as we can. And then when we can't cover it up anymore, we're going to tell you that it's been a good thing all along. Why can't you get behind it, you weirdo? This is why leftists could say that water is wet and you should probably assume that it's a desert. Again, happy Thursday, everybody. Make sure that you head over to MRC.org/donate. If you have not yet signed up to be a financial supporter of the Media Research Center, please, MRC.org/donate. You can find more information there. We greatly, greatly appreciate your support. That helps us get around big tech and all of their censorship. So please, again, MRC.org/donate. Also head over to Apple Podcasts and subscribe to The Brittany Hughes Show so that you will never miss an episode. Make sure that you also subscribe to the Newsbusters podcast with Tim Graham over there. That one is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Until then, I will see you back here next Thursday. Have a blessed weekend.